This video is focused on looking at Shopify's latest release in its Horizons themes around AI block generation. Now, the traditional model with a e-commerce team, if you don't have internal engineering, is you work with an agency, a development partner. You have the need for a new content layout, a new landing page. You brief in the design, the functional capability to the agency. They build it out. They QA it. You UAT it. You go through iterations. Signed off. It goes into your production thing. The AI block generation is going to change this relationship. The process, the overall process can change, but what you can do and how you brief in and how agencies then build out code is fundamentally going to change. And I want to show you an example on my dev store. I have a product template and I want to add an FAQ block that doesn't exist in my native theme. I don't want to just get someone to crank it from zero. I actually want to get to a very tight spec of what I need. And then I want to be able to visualize where that sits in the page so that my brief into the agency can be sharper. And this is where I see this tool massively helping e-com teams, is sharpening up briefs, sharpening up the specification writing for exactly how you want layouts to function. Design is one part, but functional specifications are another. So I'm going to add this FAQ block. Prompt writing is going to become a discipline that more e-com teams need to learn and they need to hone. And having somebody within the team who's got the expertise and understands how to do this. So I give an instruction. I've opened Sidekick, the AI assistant. I give an instruction about the FAQ block. I want some basic information. It will then go off and it will pass and interpret that. It will understand what I'm wanting to do. It will then pass me over to the AI block generator. So there we go. It's saying, right, I can help you. Right now, let me create it. It opens up the command. And then I have here, and now I can execute this. So now I need to wait for my code to start executing. And it can be a matter of seconds. It can be longer than a matter of seconds. It can be minutes, but you need to wait. It depends on how complex the code that you're issuing is. Where I think this, so I said about the ideation phase, this for me is really powerful when you're thinking about improving templates for existing pages or introducing new landing pages for specific campaigns or user journeys. And rather than just having a visual design, you can go from looking at the mental model for the page, what customers need, what you want to achieve from that page, and therefore what types of content and structure and hierarchy fit, to then prototyping this by going into creating a test theme and adding these blocks and playing around and exploring what it looks on the page, moving things around, dragging and dropping until you get the optimal page design, layout, and functionality. Now, bearing in mind that if you're not a experienced developer, you don't have the ability to interrogate the code to understand whether that code is concise enough, whether it's functioning exactly how you want it to. So the relationship with experienced developers won't change in that respect, but what we can do is speed up the ideation process and give more succinct and more robust briefs to help developers deliver things quicker. And what we really want to do with our development resource is spend less time on the easy stuff and more time on using the expertise of developers to add value. There's a podcast from Inside Commerce coming very shortly with Studio Rotate and Commerce Slayer about this whole topic. But now you can see, right, it's introduced this new layout. I have a FAQ section. You can see I can add follow-up instructions, which is really, really valuable because it's unlikely you're going to get the perfect execution of what you want first time. So I've got my block. I might look at this and think, well, actually, layout-wise, I don't want it to be full page. I want it to be half page, and I want an image to the right. So I might want to change now, and I can do this follow-up prompt. I've got a question, right? But I want to HTML edit this because I want to be able to put a quick link in so that I could link from another page specifically to a particular section. Okay, so I now need to be more specific. So I can go to my follow-up and say, right, I want to add an ID attribute to each question so I can create a quick link to it from another web page. The ID attribute should be viewable and editable in HTML format. Now I can send that off and execute it. So you can see that actually it's not 100% perfect, and not everything that you command from an AI generation point of view will be fully production ready, as in the most efficient code you can get. But what's really useful about this is because it's built within Shopify's walled garden, actually it's built with compliant code. It's built with the core like accessibility security provisions built in. And one of the great risks of using AI code generators that are independent of the platforms you're working in is that security and compliance piece. Are you introducing vulnerabilities and risks? So a lot of that heavy lifting is being done for you, and this is perfect for ideation. And I think the ecom team should be using this more and more to explore creatively internally before defining a specific brief to an agency for new content layouts or new landing pages or entire user journeys. So I'd love to know what you think. Have you played around with it? What do you think of it? If not, have you seen this? Has it piqued your interest? Do you think you will go ahead and start using it now? I would advise anybody on Shopify to start playing around with this. It might not be available in your current theme. So that's one of the key things to think about is your current live production theme might not be compatible with the new capability. You might need to install one of the new themes and use it in a test theme to play around with first. And actually, you'll if you're working with an agency or in-house engineers, you'll need to speak to them about, well, actually, if this capability is what you want to turn on relatively quickly, what's that upgrade path so that your current theme can be compatible with, rather than having to do an entire theme migration. Cool. Any questions, let me know.